Well, that leads me to the very important question, for me at least. Is there such a thing as failure or a wrong way of practicing Feldenkrais method then?
I think if you hurt the person, then...
Okay, that's extreme.
That's extreme.
Okay. How can you hurt a person without willing so?
Yeah, I mean, if you are... I think if, for example, if you... We talked earlier about emotion and wanting to help people. If you get too ambitious and you want to fix something, you want to, and then there's a risk that you do more than
it's required.
The person can cope with, and then it can be too much.
I see.
And it's tricky. And I mean, you have to make mistakes. Otherwise you won't learn. So sometimes, of course, I do too much. But it's a matter of... And most people can cope with a little bit too much. But if you repeat that and do the same thing over and over again, then it's not good.
I see. Well, I'd like to talk a little bit more about this, hurting. Because, well, as I probably answered that question in some way, but I'd like to elaborate that a little bit. Well, hurting people a little bit by own will, deliberately, it's obvious. But ambitious, you say. So you have an image of person, and then you try to make him.
If you get too ambitious, you stop listening to the person.
All right.
So it's when the and that is maybe why we don't like to call it treatment, because we call it lessons instead. Because when you go from as long as it is a communication between my nervous system and the client's nervous system, then I don't think there's any risk for doing anything wrong.
I see.
But as soon as, for example, my ambitions, I want this person to be able to turn her head to the right. And when that takes over and my ambition is bigger than my focus on sensing what is happening, when I forget to sense, is the resistance too big, then it gets wrong.
I see. So you might say that being right in classical rehabilitation sometimes is being wrong in Feldenkrais practice.
Might be. Might be. But then there's also this thing about pain.
Yeah.
Because if you meet a person, for example, with fibromyalgia, they have pain all over. And no matter what you do, it will make them feel pain. So what can you do? So sometimes you have to move them even if it's painful. But what you do then is that you maybe do very small movement and very few times, and then you stop. And then the next time you do it in a little bit different way, and then you can sort of see, is the pain less than it was before in this way? So it's still, again, it's a matter of communication. So because we say that it shouldn't be painful, but in some cases there's no way of working. You can't work with a person. So then it's also a matter of teaching a person that are in pain all the time. You have to teach. They have to be taught or have to learn. Is there a different kind of pain? Does the pain differ depending on what I'm doing, how I'm sitting, and so on?
I see.
So instead of just feeling pain, it's like you just see black. There are different shades of black, aren't there?
Intensities.
Yeah. So that's maybe the first step you have to take if you work with people that are in big pain.
I see. I see.
Did I answer your question?
I think more than that. Well, I think that is a perfect way to terminate it, to end our discussion. They are very pleasant to me, and hopefully not the last time.
Thank you. I enjoyed to talk to you. It was a pleasure. Yeah.